domestic violence, molestation, feeding the unfortunate. Vino. Vino. Vino.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I thought I'd just go ahead and do a little pre-record and everything and see how everything works out. But, of course, it's Vino Entertainment TV, and we're based on firearm molestation, domestic violence, and we also do feed the unfortunate. And today we was out today feeding the unfortunate. I mean, not feeding the unfortunate, but I were out today giving out Christmas gifts, the throws, the butter cookies. We gave out wipes. I gave out hats. Just basically just showing my generosity in the community for Christmas. Just basically just giving out to the people in the community and just showing a little love with me and my Vino team members. They were also out there helping me. I made sure I had the labels on the cookies with Vino Entertainment TV, and of course, Vino do have a telephone number, so it's always going across the screen. You can always call in to Vino Entertainment TV, or you can email me at vinoentertainmenttv@gmail.com if you got different topics, if you have questions, or something that you want to just discuss with me. Contact me anytime. I'm always here for my subscribers. And if you are one of the subscribers, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell, and make sure you share when you see Vino Entertainment TV on YouTube live streaming. And today, I do have a gentleman here. His name is Mr. J, and he's also a father as well. And today's topic is going to be about how should a father treat and raise his daughter. Also, a little random talk on about what the wants and needs that we have going on right now in this decade and this century of 2022. But of course, as you know, we will be going to 2023 within a few couple of days. So we want to go in that 2023 with a great mind, great perspective. We want to respect people. We want to have if you need to write your list down, write your bucket list down, just write your a yearly list down, what your goals are for the year, you know what I'm saying? And get those things done and going, and don't let nobody come in interfere in what you got going on to knock you off your game from what you got going on, just make you prosper and succeed in life and what you got going on right now. You see what I'm saying? So that's the goal that you're going to set for next year, so you can be on top of your game. Because me, like I told you before, I'm going to travel. I'm going to get to my Bible more. I'm going to get out in the ag more. I'm just going to do things that I want to do to have fun, because when you get a certain age, you want to live that life where you can get out and do anything you want to do without a limitation. So you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. So first of all, let me just go ahead and just say, hello, Mr. J. I'm glad you're here talking with us on Being Entertainment TV. I'm glad to see you come in and enlighten us on some of the things that you got going on as a father yourself, and also as a person that also that do have wants and needs, such as us women and other men's do. So you know what I mean? So welcome.
The thing that you're sitting there talking about, a couple of topics that I like to talk about is like, yes, we're talking about how to raise a daughter, same way as a son. And then one thing that really got me too, when you talk about the bucket list, please everybody, don't wait till something is wrong with you to do your bucket list. You can do that every day. Oh yes, right. I'm listening. So it's like, the thing is that there's a way that everybody rocks. Everybody does things different ways. So don't try to do it like nobody else, because people raise their kids different.
Right.
Me as a father, so since we're on the topic about raising a daughter, I tell mine, hey, I'm gonna treat her because she's a little tomboy. And sometimes she wouldn't be like that, but yeah, doing all the stuff that she do is like, yeah, she know daddy don't play that, but daddy's in her life.
Right.
That's the main focus. Like, if you're able to be around your kids at all, like, even if it don't matter about the baby mama, baby daddy, all that mess, I don't even talk like that. But it's like the things you have to understand, no matter what, the kids, they look up to you. So what I do not allow my daughter to do, no, you're not wearing no little hot little clothes, none of that stuff like that. I want her to have a respectable man. And she's most of the time, if you really look at it, a man is gonna respect the father figure, because one day he might ask her hand in marriage, and the thing is about that is that means he's respectful. I'm gonna let him fuck with my daughter. I'm gonna let him mess with my daughter. Sorry.
Right. So do you think it's fair for? Do you think it's fair for a man who to be in his daughter's life there as a household with the mom, and then he goes out to be with another significant other, but then he raises that lady's child better than he would raise his own child?
The thing that I really think about that is, and this is honest, I've never actually been through it, but I see why it could be a man or a woman. Either which way it goes, it's like the reason why when people move on and they go and do something is because whatever was toxic in their relationship that he was in, that's the reason they moved on. So it's not that a person went and did something better, and even though if they had kids or anything like that, it has nothing to do with that. It's because they couldn't do it with that person. And even though they tried, even though they have kids, it's like that relationship was over, so they moved on. And that's how it happens sometimes. So does anybody really want to stay inside of something that they're not feeling good with? So if a person moves on, and yes, they're going to go have another family, the only thing I would say, like, don't do it while you're with somebody. Like, that's crazy. Like, I do not. I can't play with that. You can't be having two families at the same time. But if you move on and you go ahead and create something else on either side, a man or a woman, that's a whole different type of thing, because you left the person that you had been with, and that's it.
Right.
So I don't like people knocking man or women about any of that.
Right. Like now I've seen on TV where this young lady, I guess the little girl she may be about 11, 12 years old, but I guess she don't have a father figure, but she ran out with some men's, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking that if she had a father figure at home, you know what I'm saying, to raise her, would she have done that? You know what I'm saying? Would she have been on the internet with some grown men's, entertaining them, if her father was there in the household, if he was just there in her life, would that had happened
at any given point? Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I get that. What I'll say about that?
How can you stop that?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
How can a father, sit down and talk to his daughters in what kind of way to make them feel secure and that their father really care about them and what they're doing, so they wouldn't be out there in the streets doing things that young girls at the age of 16, I guess from the age of 10 on up to about 18 are doing right now. That's not respectful in the open in the community.
If I was what I was saying earlier, like I don't like my daughter doing certain things, this and that. When it comes down to a daughter, and like I said, even with my son, it's the same thing. If you invested in your kid's life and you stay on their ass every day, and they're gonna understand whenever they get grown enough to be able to make their own choices, which is always gonna happen. The thing is, they're gonna think back and they're gonna pass that on to their kids. But the thing is that they're not gonna mess with anybody like that to where when they feel bad about something, they be like, "Yeah, I'm not messing with this person," like because it don't feel right. And that's what you
Right.
instill in your kids while they're
Right.
growing up. So the thing is like if a father is absent, that means that everything is going to be absent. And if a mother is absent, it can go both ways.
Right.
And so it's like, well, what you really got to think about is like, well, if it ain't nobody investing time in them while they growing up, what are they going to do? They're going to make their own choices. They're going to be bad. They're going to make bad choices in their life, but they're
But
going to think about it. If
but
you've
you don't
been in
want
their
them to,
life,
but you
oh, it's
don't
going to
want
be
them
good.
to look to another man for advice, though. You want your
No, I
daughter to look
really
to
don't.
another man
Nope.
for an advice that may be the wrong
But
thing.
the man that she loves, though, I'm not gonna sit there and try to approve of him, like because like I said earlier, if he comes to me, if he asks my daughter's hand in marriage or whatever like that, I know that this is gonna be the man to be able to take care of it. Now, if it's just some random dude and he just trying to get in the panties and shit like that, no, I'm not doing that. But
Right.
I'll be able to tell because I've been a man too, and I've never played that game with no woman in my life. And the thing is, I'll be able to peep it. But if my daughter, she has a respectful man that comes and I can tell that he is, I'm not gonna sit there and be in her life and trying to tell her what to do and how to do it. I'm gonna let her, even if she has to make a mistake. We all made mistakes. So I have to let her and go ahead and let her make that on her own for she gonna have to learn. I can't be with her 24/7. I always tell my kids that I cannot be with you 24/7. But when you walk out this house, what I do tell them, you're representation of me and your mama. That's it.
Right.
You're
Right.
representation of both of us. And
That's
you really
right.
are. So if I haven't told you what to do right and you're doing wrong, when you do wrong, that's on you. That's your choice. But you can go ahead and deal with it. But you're a representation of me and your mama, and that's it. Because we ain't raised you like that. But the thing is, we're all gonna make mistakes. But the thing is, I love my kids. I know they have morals, they have values, and I know that they're not gonna do that because I stay on that butt every day, and it's for a reason. Like I said, my son and my daughter. It's not.
Right.
It's both of them. I'm not gonna do it any other type of way with that
So
because
do you
they
feel
have
like a
the
father needs
same
to be in
equal
the
love.
household? Do you think a father need to be in the household ordinary for the kid to be raised correctly and ordinary for the kids when
No,
the kid go out in the public to present herself or himself
no,
correctly? Do you think that
no.
it's a certain kind of way a father should raise his or her child?
The thing is that you have to think about is there's sometimes reason sometimes it can be abuse going on in the household. Of course, you don't want your kids to see that. It can be a lot of things why a mother or a father would not be in there. And the thing is about that is like the toxic part and what we do know. And we don't remember a lot of things back when we was very little, but we
Right.
seen a lot of things, and you do not forget
Yes.
stuff. You do not forget it. And so the thing is, like, if a father, if he had to leave, the mama put him, she put him out for a reason. And it can go vice versa. But the thing is about that, no, you do not have to have two parents in the same household for your kids to be good. This is what I be telling people sometimes. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
don't worry about what the hell, what you did, what you been like, but you're raising a kid and you want them to be better than you. That's what most parents, every parent should do. Every parent,
Right.
you want them, all your kids, you want them to be better than you, better than
Mm-hmm.
you. So everything that you seen, you don't want them to see. You'll take them away from that so quick. And so that's why there's a lot of breakups and everything like that. People do it for a reason, and sometimes it's not for a reason. Some people just like to move on just because. But in the most part, if you really love your kids, you would make sure that you want them to be the best that they can ever be. And that's how I am. I want them to be way better than whatever I am. And I have a smart mind about everything that I talk about and and they are smart too. And I love them always pushing that because they, when you go to school, I'll be like, man, I want you to be the smartest in the class.
That's right. That's right.
Don't worry about nobody else. I want you to do your thing. Don't worry about nobody else. That's the way that I tell my kids though, because there's always going to be competition. Somebody always going to be out to get you. And like whenever you grow up in life, it's the same thing. When you get into the workplace, it's the same thing. Don't worry about what somebody else is talking about. If they want to talk behind your back, they're not going to say it to your face. But you keep doing what you're doing and keep striving for what you're supposed to be doing and how you going to rock, you're going to be good. Don't worry about other people.
So is it
I know it took a long time. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is it fair for a man to is it fair for a woman to let a man come in there into her household when she have teenage daughters in there from the age of, I would say from the age of 9 to 18? Is it fair for a man to come in a woman's household when she have daughters there, you know what I'm saying, trying to play daddy? No. Should the real daddy feel bad about that, you think?
I don't think that it should be bad. It depends on the relationship with that. But yes, I wouldn't think that, because if you're just having a boyfriend and you don't know everything about him, this is why people, and I don't want to say the word out loud, but I mean, I have to, because I got to keep it real with it. Like, this is why little girls get molested and stuff like that from people that they don't fucking know him. Right. And you don't know tendency. So no, I would not want a woman to bring somebody in just because you're messing around with him when he took you on a date or anything like that. No, I'm not going to be able to bring you around my kids until I really fully trust you, because you never know what nobody's capable of, and they might hide that shit from you for a long time. See, and then you find out what they is, and then
some women don't think like this. Some women just bring a man on in anyway. And then I'm like, but what do the kids' real father think about you bringing a man in there up under pretense of his daughters not really knowing the man and not knowing what this man gonna do, and you bring a man in the household with a daughter? So shouldn't the father feel some kind of way that this woman got another man in the household with her daughters, and it's not him not knowing what kind of man this is? Shouldn't the real father feel some kind of way?
That's the crazy part about it. And it's like, sometimes you got to go out there. It's just kind of like when you playing the damn lottery. You want to get lucky, but sometimes you fucking fall out. You just do.
Right.
You really do. And it's like, sometimes you got to, most times whenever you break up with somebody, like you said, if the father's not there, that means that they had an issue and they're not trying to be together no more. So you bring somebody else in. It's like 9 times out of 10, hopefully it's right. Everything will be good. But that 10 part right there is like, you don't even know that person. So I'm not going to allow nobody to come around my kids like that unless I know them, because I would know what they're going to do. And like, people have relationships like that. It takes a minute, because after you just had a bad relationship and you had to do that, you got to find somebody that's trustworthy. You got to be able to trust them to be able to do anything. And that's a hard thing for a man and a woman to do, because once you're in a bad relationship one time, everybody's going to look suspect to you. Everybody is going to everybody's going to feel like
so fast. People move so fast by moving people in out the house. You know, people move real quick, and they're not really thinking really when they do that about the kids when they move people in and out.
And this is why. And the thing is like, everybody wants to be in a relationship, and it's cool. Everybody wants to be loved, but the thing is, you can't get love from everybody. You can't, because everybody is not going to love. Everybody is not going to love you. And nobody in this world has ever been loved exactly how they want to, man or woman. Everybody, that's why it's called flaws for a reason. Like, everybody has their flaws. Everybody has flaws. Nobody's perfect. I never strive to be perfect. I know I got flaws, and I can understand that. And when you embrace that, the thing is, you're gonna be able to see the people that you really don't want to be around. And that's gonna be that person that's sitting there walking in, being around your little girls or little boys, whatever, and then you gonna know, you're like, I don't think, man, it's kind of suspect with that. You talk to your homeboys about it or your homegirls about that, and you be like, yeah, something ain't right. But you can be able to peep that whenever you are sitting there and you really want to take care of yourself and everything, no matter what's went on. If you really love yourself that much, you're gonna make sure you take care of your kids, because you don't want nothing to happen to them. And if
But you have
somebody come in
you
as
got fathers
suspect,
that don't take
no,
care of their kids though. You got fathers that don't really give a damn. They have kids and just say, hey, let the mother just deal with it.
And I
hell
understand that. Yep, you're right about that. There is some people that do not give a, they don't care. They'll let anybody run up in there. But if you're a type of person that's going to sit there and you have love, for, like I said, for yourself, you're going to care about everybody around you, no matter how it looks. If you care about yourself, if you don't love yourself, you don't give a damn about nobody.
Amen.
You don't give a damn what happens.
That's my motto. You can't leave. How the hell you gonna love somebody? You don't love yourself. That's being no motto right there. You sure right, my brother. You right. You right. Because I've seen men come in women's houses and play the daddy role, and then when the kid get a certain age, the man start looking at the daughter, or somebody,
exactly,
giving gestures, or they start want to give her money and stuff, and after a while it be hush hush money. They're giving her money, gonna be hush hush money for something that he's trying to mess around with her and don't want her to tell mom or tell dad, And
don't want to tell because she's it makes her feel bad. I already know. Yeah, this is why, and a lot of people have seen it. Like the Tyler Perry movies. The reason why is like when you're young and something happens to you, and you tell somebody about it, and they think that you're bullshitting, like you like you're doing something like that. No, you ain't do that. The thing that I have seen with women like before is like you be so in love with a man that you will allow this mother, you allow that to let that happen to your kid, boy or girl. It's like the thing is, I can understand that you're scared, but at the same time, when somebody tell you something bad like that, they're not lying.
Right.
It happened.
Right.
And so a lot of times it just gets sped past. Like people just don't, like nobody wants to listen to it. And it's not, if it's your mother, your father, it doesn't matter. But at the same time, if you, like we were just talking about earlier, kids are not going to lie about anything.
Right.
I don't see, the kids do not lie. They going to tell you the truth. Like if you looking ugly today, they going to be like, ooh, they'll clown you. No, seriously though. But that's the thing. But it's like kids are not gonna lie about nothing. They're gonna tell you the truth. The only thing that I would love for people to do is let that kid grow up and keep their truth. The reason why is because you don't want them to start telling lies because they're already true to what they is right now. So don't not change that. Let them continue to be that, because the only thing I hate in this world is a liar. Right. And I'm a grown man. I do not like a liar. I do not like nobody lying to me. So that's why I speak the truth. If it hurt your feelings, we can talk about it. Because like I said, everybody's going to go through something. But it's like, I tell people, there's no reason in the world that you're not that important for me to lie to you. For what?
Right.
I want to tell you the truth so we can deal with whatever's going on. But there's no reason for me to lie to them. For what? That means that I'm being fried. No, I'm going to stay true to myself.
Right.
And I would love for kids to say the same exact way that they is right now. The way that they rock, the way that they think,
and I wish,
because they're smart.
I wish the father would take more responsibility being a father, even in the household. I wish the father take more responsibility of just checking on the kids, or I ain't saying checking on the mama, trying to get no cutty. I'm talking about checking on your kids to see how your kids is being treated. If you're being mistreated by this man, or if this man saying anything out the way, if so, the daddy need to address that man accordingly, to the situation. Because sometimes mothers do get where I don't believe it. The mother be so head over heel of this man, they won't even believe the kid. They think the kid is lying and just overlook what the kids say, you know what I'm saying? And then the kids like, she's not listening to me, and then they have to step out and tell somebody else, if they trying to get that situation solved, and that's not what they want to be done to them.
Because they want somebody to listen to what they're talking about.
Yeah, and then when
you already been told it, and then like
somebody, the mother's
that's
like,
why I don't do that. It's like that's why I stay on that ass. I want to know everything that you're doing. Like if anything happens bad, I just tell me. I'm gonna handle it because I'm your daddy. But the thing is, like, but sometimes it just goes in the wind, and like a kid, they'll sit there and tell you like, hey, this is going on wrong, and like, now if I even hear that at any given time, like I'm going straight to the source. Hey, let me ask you something. My daughter said you did this. I don't give a damn that she have a boyfriend. It don't matter. But this is what she telling me. So you need to tell me something right now. Did you do that or did you not? Because if you did, nah, I'm not even gonna sit there and try to break your motherfucking jaw. I'm gonna tell you that straight up, man.
Right.
If
And
you
then
try it
also your
again,
daughter gonna
it's
say is
over, nigga. You going to
I
jail.
told mama, but mama didn't listen. And then
Mm-hmm.
when that child father go to the mother and ask her why did she not handle it accordingly, she was like, well, I thought she was lying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why would you not believe
Feel
your
like they
kid
can't tell
over
anybody.
this man you got in
Feel
your
like they can't
household?
tell anybody. They feel like they
Yeah.
can't tell anybody after you say it the first time. If nobody listens that first time, and that's why it goes on for so long, and that's why
Yeah.
stuff like that happen. But like I said, this is the reason that I stay on top of all of that. And like, if I hear anything like that, which I guarantee you, like, I can sit here and say that, hey, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. It can happen at any given time with
Yeah.
anybody. Now,
Yeah.
as I just told you though, the first thing that you want to do, me being a father to that man, like I want to break his neck. Nah,
Of
you know what?
course.
I'm gonna let you make it. Nah, man, you about to go down because if your ass goes to
Right.
jail right now, everybody in jail or prison, wherever the hell you going, they gonna whoop your ass for you fucking around with a kid.
That's right.
So
That's
we
what
ain't playing
you
that shit.
doggone right.
No, it's the truth. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I know
No,
that
ain't
you
wrong
gonna
with
get
that.
whooped
Yeah.
every day because
Yeah.
in every hardcore criminal that I ever seen has never messed around with no kid like that. You just don't do that.
Right.
But that's why
Right.
they get their ass whooped, man, because nobody does that, man. That's the nastiest shit I ever seen in my life.
And then you got those queers, gonna be play manly, and then you got those queers that come in the house, and you got your young men's in the house. We can't leave our young men's in the house out, because we have men's also that come in and we try to just just go down on our kids, on our young men. You know what I'm saying? So that's the
Mm-hmm.
girls is no more better than what the young men's are. It's all equal out the same way. You know what I'm saying?
And this is why I sit there and what I keep saying whenever I be saying anything, even though we can be on the daughter topic, but every time, as you notice what I say, I was like, I got to treat my son the same exact
That's
way
right.
because,
You do.
and I have to because to me, I have to keep them both equal, and I'm going to treat them the same exact way. There's not going to be no sugarcoat with either one of them. I don't play like that. And what I
Right.
can tell you right now, I'm not saying that I'm the best father, but I'm going to keep it real with their ass, and they know what's up with me.
You
And
involved in
the
their
thing
life.
is,
You
they're
on
going to get
point.
the same amount of love from me. You fucking up, man, this is what it's going to be.
So you on point.
So don't do
You on point. You on point with your kids. You know what
it.
the heck going on and all that. That's
I
right.
gotta know. I gotta know.
That's right. That's right.
They're gonna be
I wish
teenagers one day. They're
I
gonna be
wish
trying to
more
sneak out the
fathers.
house.
I wish more fathers would be more like you, but we have fathers that sometimes we have fathers just be more into themselves, into their life, or into what they got going on, and forget about what they have produced. As like I said, as a child, you know what I'm saying, and they don't even
Mm-hmm.
think to go back and think about what could be going on with their kid because they too
Mm-hmm.
involved with themselves and what they got going on with other women and with other women kids. You have fathers raising other people's kids, and you got fathers who raising other people's kids who not even raising their own, and the fathers who raising the other people's kids are giving all their best to their other kid and just forgetting about how to
Mm-hmm.
raise their kid and how to mentor them or how to talk to them and treat them and how to have them conduct themselves as a young man or as a young woman. That father forget all about his kids, but he's doing more for treating and mentoring these other kids who have a father that can do his own raising to his own kids. That's how kids
Yeah.
young women get pregnant at an early age of 16 because their
Yeah.
father not there getting them any kind of, like, the mother can only do so much. That's true, but then sometimes
Yeah.
you need a father come in there and intervene and say this and say that, and with that strong man voice. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of
I
kids
have
need
a
in their household.
I have a thing that I mean, and this is kind of personal. We're talking this, but I'll go ahead and spit it real quick because the thing is, every person that I mess around with, when I went to foster care and all that, I met good people, and more than likely, everybody's going to turn into a father one day. And like,
Right.
if I sit there and talk to these people right now, like all of them, and they're some of my closest friends, the thing that we do, that we went through, we take
Mm-hmm.
care of our kids, man, because we got treated so damn bad. We would never want to see nobody do that. But the
Right.
thing is like you have a choice. either you make the good choice or you make the bad choice, and everybody makes mistakes, but it's always your choice, no matter how you look at it, if it was good or bad. So you can't blame nobody for doing nothing. You can't say that it was this and that. Like all the people, like I said, we don't sit there and talk about, oh yeah, everything was that done bad to us and this and that, and like how it happened. Well, we all, the people I step up, everybody I talk to, like people that I really rocked with back in the day, and we talking about day ones.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is about every single one of them, we actually sit there and we take care of our kids because we went through that bullshit and know how we didn't get taken care of because we was out there getting fucked up by everybody
Right.
treating us bad, but we kept strong minds. And that's the best thing that I used to be able to give to people too. And to this day, like people tell me, yeah, you got me through that, but nah, I don't want no recognition for anything that I did. I'm just glad that we made it through it. But as I said, though, when we're talking about kids, we take care of our kids though, because we do not want them to go through what the hell we went through at all. That's the main thing that any parent should always think about. I do not want you to go through what I went through, no matter what it is, though. It don't matter what it is.
And you know the mindset that you got right now as a strong man is how you was done when you was young and the things you had to go through in the foster care. Do that make a young man's mind stronger, much stronger and intensive from when he get out and raise his own kids and make a man's mind much stronger? You think
it changed a lot to me, and this is only me talking personal because it's only the life that I live. I can't speak of nobody else, but the thing is, whenever I had to go through all that, what I was just talking about is like the thing is, the reason I had a strong mind because I decided to. It's my choice.
Right.
And I could have been broke down like a lot of people that I seen people in that system that they out of there. People try to take their life, all kinds of stuff. Like I actually seen it, stopped it. Like, I had to go through a lot when I was growing up. I wasn't just 15, 14, 16. I wasn't none of that. It was just like I was a grown man before I even needed to become one. But the thing is, as I say, the only reason that people respect me about this stuff is because I was the strongest person. Like, there ain't no getting in trouble. There ain't none of this. Like, do it this way. I guarantee you that we're going to be good. People getting their grades right. We're going to graduate high school because your family, like you say, you're going to be the first person in the family to graduate. Me too.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
That's what I feel, though. But I want to uplift people. I mean, because I already was sitting there with people that was already broken. I don't want nobody to stay broken. I want to uplift them and make them see that they can be better.
Right.
They can do anything that they want to do, but that's how I've been doing my whole life, though. And it started in 5th grade, the time that I even went to foster care. Like, I've been doing this my whole life. But the thing is about it is that it's not that I don't want nothing out of it. It's just like, nah, you ain't got to tell me thank you. It ain't none of that. I don't like that feeling when somebody tell me thank you for something that I do because that's what I want to do. Right. It's because I don't want to see nobody doing wrong. I don't want nobody to be messed up. And that's just my feeling.
Right. So it made you a strong person, a strong man, and it made you a strong father as well.
It helped. It helped tremendously. Tremendously, it helped. And that's the big word of the day right there. Yeah, it helped me tremendously. But I don't think about doing stuff like that. It just happens because that's who I am. I don't want nobody to ever try to do anything, try to be somebody else. Like, if that's you, that's you. And it's cool for people to change, but I've never changed my whole life. Like, I'm just this is who I am, and I've been doing it for so long. Like, it's nothing to me. Like, it's so simple to me, but for some other people, it's not.
Right.
I don't like hurting. I don't like certain type of things that some people do, and it's like, yeah, it can break my heart. Like, man, it's like, what the hell just happened? Like, somebody do that, but I just never been that person. Like, I'm the type of person that like to heal people. I don't want to hurt nobody ever.
Right.
And I'm never going to be able to change that. I'm never going to be able to change that, though.
Yeah,
that's me.
Now
that's exactly who I am.
It's just what it is. It is what it is now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is what it is.
And I'm sorry, everybody, about I don't know how many people is in or whatever, but
now you're okay.
I don't know.
You're all right.
I know what I'm trying to say right now. Me saying that some of the cuss words, like sometimes my lingo, it just comes out. So if anybody got offended by cuss words. I was not trying to say it, but I do talk like that. But it's not in a bad way. It's
Oh
just
no,
a,
you
it's
okay?
just an it's just the expression.
No, you okay, my brother? Hold on for just 1 second. Hold on.
Damn, Jam, this shit a vibe.
Welcome to Vino Entertainment TV. Vino Entertainment TV is based on firearm violence, domestic violence, molestation, and feeding the homeless. And the Vino Entertainment team is in the community. Vino Entertainment TV is giving love, peace, and inspiration. Thank you for believing in Vino Entertainment TV. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Peace and love. Vino Entertainment TV.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead, hit the notification bell, that share bell, that like bell. Hey, y'all come on now. You know, make sure y'all catch Vino Entertainment TV when it be live. We do have good topics, you know. We have a gentleman here, Mr. J. We're talking about how should a father treat and raise his daughter, and also random talk on wants and the needs. And Mr. J have a daughter of his own, and he said that how he raised his daughter is correct. You know, she's gonna be respected, and she's gonna give respect in the community as well. In her percent, anybody in her area, you know what I mean? He's raising her right. He has a young son that he's raising to be a great young man, a powerful, knowledge young man, you know. And he wants his kids to be the best as they can be. And when they go out in community, you know, he wants them to show that they was raised with great manners and with respect and with a lot of dignity as well.
Representation.
Again, Mr. J, I do thank you for coming on here and talking with us, you know, and this is a good topic. You know, a lot of fathers do need to tune in and, you know, and get some knowledge about how to treat and raise their kid, their daughters especially, but we also do have our young men, but, you know, our daughters are the ones who get more advantage taken of, you know what I mean?
That's why I do both sides. I don't just do one. My son and my daughter. Thank God that He blessed me with both, where I'm able to raise both of them. a man and a woman. That's what they're gonna be one day. So I don't treat them like kids no more. I want to respect them the same way they want to respect me. So hey, just how I rock. But I've been doing this since they was in diapers. I started then.
Right.
I don't, mama gonna do that babying thing. Like, yeah, I understand. But yeah, the thing is with me is that I like I said, and like what you even just said right there with the introduction and everything like that, you gotta understand something about me is that I ain't get this choice. I just decided to do this. It's
Right.
my choice. And
Right.
so for me to have that choice, if I'm able to put my knowledge, and especially on my kids, that's the only person that I really feel like I can give it to. I can't give it to a grown person. They already set in their ways. I could have
Right.
been set in my ways, but I have a decision to make. And once it, like I said, I tell people all the time, you can't worry about yourself all the time. There's some more powerful out there than what you need to really worry about. It just really is. You have to worry about
That's
something else
right.
besides yourself.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Now, like today, I said you gotta be. Sometimes you can't be a taker all the time. You gotta be a giver sometimes. You know what I mean? Don't just be take.
No.
You get sometimes give a little bit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of things that we don't do. But I wish a lot of fathers would. If they're not in the household, Brother Jay, I wish the fathers that would call and see how their daughters are doing or how their kids are doing, or be more active in their school and to the activities in school. You know what I'm saying? Or or they if they are athletes, be more involved to them playing sports. Fathers, if you're out there, you don't have to be at home with the mother or there to raise your child. And give her the good treatment, give her the treatments that she need and the tools that she need as what kind of man that she wants. She don't want this kind of man, or abuser man, or a lazy man, or a man just sit around and home all day to talk noise of her and just treat her any kind of way. Her father need to be there to show her that this is kind of man you want, a loving man. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't got it, but he'd have to know how to treat you and have the finances for you. You know what I'm saying? Well, you ain't got to come back and say, Daddy, I need this or I need that. When you got a man there, are you saying that's your man? You know what I mean? But you still need your daddy's help. You know what I'm saying? So really, you want some man that your daughter or your son to get a woman to someone that, where you ain't got he or she don't keep coming back to you asking you for things. You know what I'm saying? You want him to be that man or that woman in that household to raise the household right and their kids accordingly to be respectful as well. You know what I mean?
You know what I really want to do with it, in the way that I really think about it. Like I said, my son and my daughter. Thing is, I don't want her to have no disrespectful person come in her life. But same thing with my son. I want him to have the same thing. He don't need none of that either. And the reason that I want to raise them to be their self, because I want them to be unique. That's why I named them the way that I did, double A's on it, because I want them to be who they gonna be, regardless for the rest of their life. I told them Daddy ain't going nowhere till the day I'm up. When I ride out, and I hope to God that it happens that way, because stuff happens every day. But I'm gonna be going first. But the things that I'm able to teach them as they growing up, like I said, I'm gonna have grandkids one day. Do you think?
Right.
And that and they're gonna push that to them too, because all the values that I instilled in my kids for all these days, even though they can be mad, whatever, they're gonna use it with their kids too, and they be like, "That's what Daddy was talking about." That's what
Amen.
he
You
meant.
better say it, brother. Amen. Come on now. You better come on, Brother
Come
Jay.
on.
That's
I
right.
mean, come on with it. Come on
Hey,
now. It's
come
the
on
truth.
now. Yes, it
Mm-hmm.
is. You better talk
It
it. You
is.
better talk it, baby. Yes, yes.
So the absent father, the absent mother, all this stuff like that, relationships, everything can break up. One thing in the world that I'm not gonna do that you cannot do. I don't give a damn if you a mother or a father. The thing that you do not want to do is lose contact with your kids. You
Amen.
gotta be in their life. And that's the thing. Like shit, if your ass want to sit there and lay down and make it, you got to take care of it. It's real
Amen.
talk.
Amen.
And you don't have no choice for that part. I don't give a damn what you do with your boyfriend, girlfriend. Y'all can break up anytime. You can't break up with your kids.
Come on now.
They there. That's your
right.
seed.
That's
Oh,
right.
it's real talk.
Come on. Yeah.
That's how I think, though. I told you, I think they're a little bit different, but I mean, it's the real truth.
Yeah. And you speaking the truth. Man, you speaking nothing but some facts. You hear me?
Those are facts,
No, yeah, it's
facts that
facts.
you're speaking
Oh,
right
facts.
there. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is facts.
That's what that is.
I told you, that's how I think. That's how I think. That's exactly how I think. But that's how I think, though.
Oh yeah.
So let's go ahead. Give me another question real quick. I mean, go ahead. Because I mean, I'm going to give you a real answer. It might be something that somebody need to hear. I asked you earlier. I was like, "Well, is anybody listening?
Yo,
If
yeah.
they are or not, it don't matter to me."
Oh yeah. Yo, yeah. I can hear you, Perp. I can hear you. What'd you say, Perp?
Yeah, I was just saying that I hear everything everybody was saying here about raising kids, and a lot of one way a parent can go down the wrong road is spoiling a child. I know we want our child to have everything else, but you got to also teach them at the same note on the cross that life is not going to always deal them the hand they want. That the hand they dealt is going to be life. It's not going to always be fair.
The child.
Right.
It's not going to always be fair to them, and teach them that being humble and patient, that's going to help them prevail over a lot of obstacles when they growing up.
Yep.
A lot of us didn't have that patience because we felt like we wanted things right then, and it wasn't meant to be that way. So we resorted to other ways and ran into consequences.
Wants and needs.
We didn't have the humbleness and the patience to wait on the blessing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And that's another thing that we need to teach kids too. Like when you're raising a kid, like, and he right about it, patience, because he right. We do not have that. Nobody has patience for nothing. Like, you want it right then, you want it there, and that's why I was sitting there talking about it earlier. Like it still comes down to wants and needs, because I want this, I want that. Are you gonna work for it, or do you just want it right now? Right. Nah, I'm good on that shit. No, but the thing is like it's the same thing. But patience, it goes a long way with everything in your life. Patience is something else, because nobody in this world, I've met a lot of people in my life. Like, patience is something that a lot of people do not have, myself included. It's hard to be patient for something that you want right then, because I want it right now. Right. And so the thing is, like, when the people that have been patient, they live in whatever life they live in. It's like it's hard to wait. It's hard as hell to wait, and it's for a reason, because everybody that we see watching TV and everything, everybody wants it right now.
Right.
I mean, you can't get it like that. Right. But this is why you got to teach. You got to instill that we didn't get that. You got to work hard for what the hell you want, and then you go ahead and wait, and you can be calling the shots. People be waiting on your ass.
Understand this, we got to understand in life, everything is not going to be the way we want it to be.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. If you can't come to terms with that, then you really just stressing yourself.
You're out of there. You fucking out of there.
Beating a dead horse.
Yep. You're out of there.
Hey, some things you're not going to have control over. Sometimes it's going to require that. Sometimes you may be forced to be patient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are. You got to sit down sometimes. Yeah,
that's on you. That's you just putting yourself through something past that.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to develop that mental strength to say, "Hey, look, I trust
what it's about.
That this situation is gonna get better," and that's where your higher power come in, from the way you personally understand it.
Whoever you think it, your higher power. Yeah.
Amen.
So on that note, you're gonna have to dig off into somewhere within yourself and say, look, I'm gonna recognize what's holding me down. I'm gonna resist whatever's trying to keep me there, and then I'm gonna repent. And then I'm gonna let that go. It's not gonna even be a part of my life anymore. It's already gone. But a lot of us can't get to that point because we ain't even recognize what's holding us back yet. Right. Because we still self-searching in the wrong place.
We already been told that we're not gonna know everything, right? And we're not supposed to be perfect. And the thing is, the thing is, it might sound crazy to you, but I kind of embrace people's mistakes. The reason that I do is because I know which one not to make. like if I see somebody that did some stuff like that, then I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But the thing is, everything to me is a learning experience, no matter how you look at it. And if you look at it bad and you want to sit back and you want to talk mess about them 100, like No, I don't do that. It was like, I just know what the hell I do not want to do. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that one. But everything, there's so many smart people in this world, and it seems like you is too. And I know I am, and I know everybody that I mess around with, they are. Everybody is smart in their own way because everybody has a different type of knowledge. Everybody,
right.
Because everybody cannot think the same. That's why we got our own mind. That's what I love. I love that. I love people that sit there and talk about what they really feel. I love this. I love it. That's lie to me.
That's part of this universe.
It's one of them things. I'm passionate about that. You said what? What did you say?
No, I was saying we have to embrace the diversity of everything and realize that we're all one human race. You know, we're all, nobody's really better than nobody else except in their conduct and character.
Hell no. I hate when people feel like they better than somebody else. That gets on my nerves. I do not like that. Like, ain't nobody better than nobody. We all live in the same life, and we breathe in the same air too. Like, man, okay, if you better than me, breathe some different air then.
That's right.
How rich you is, I don't give a damn how rich you is or whatever. Now I do not want. I just hate it. It's like, ain't nobody in this world better than any damn body.
You know what?
Right. Nobody.
I feel the same way. I feel that, just say for instance, you take me, I'm a black girl, and you take a white girl, and we go into the hospital, right? And do you think I'm gonna say, and do you think that I'm gonna sit there and say, what color person blood you about to give me? I'm gonna need about 5 pints of that blood ordinary to save my life. But I'm gonna say, well, excuse me, sir, who gave you that blood? Was it a black person or a white person? I'm not gonna give a damn because I'm trying to save my life.
Don't give a damn, nigga. You A, B positive, like what just give me the blood I need. It don't matter who it come from.
And if this white girl be dumb enough to tell her and say, well, I don't want that blood, if it's a black person blood, that means that you really are racist, that you don't even need to be on this earth to be breathing no air, the same air that I breathe, because I'm not racist. I don't care what color person that was.
Give a damn, nigga. Give me my blood. Like, man, save my life. It don't matter. I don't give a damn who it come from. Right now, it could be A, B, or it can be O. And O, like, man, you gotta understand, like, all that racist stuff. Like, nah, there's no way in the world. Like, if I'm sitting here dying on the damn deathbed, I don't care who blood you give me right now.
Right.
Just give it to me. I don't care if it comes with a black person, an Asian person. I don't give a damn. Right. Just give me my stuff. I don't care.
Like, do it matter what kind of person that blood they was? Because it saved your life. When you want your life to be saved and you ain't ready to go, you don't care who it was and what color it was that gave you that blood. You know what I mean? That shouldn't even be a
you wouldn't. No, you shouldn't. You bet not. Because it's like whoever that Asian was, if it was a white person, if it was a black person, no matter what race it was, it saved your life. I don't see you talking shit now. Shut your ass up and take this.
I don't understand about
it shouldn't matter.
They get me about racism, and when it get to that part between life and death, you might be all this racism all the way through your life and this, that, but doggone the part we come down to you living and dying, and you need that blood. And we're gonna see if you really racist, if your ass is really racist. You see
we're gonna see really.
We're gonna find out.
Because if you racist, if you're a white person, like whatever race you are, and you sit there and you be like, I'm not taking this blood because he's this race. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, do your motherfucking ass, put your ass motherfucking sleep, nigga. Because doctors, they got to save your life, and so that's the best thing that they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. So it's like, all right, I'm about to put him to sleep. But when you wake up, you be like, I have blood in me from him. Oh yeah, he saved your life. So now you can't be racist no more. He saved your life.
Right.
That's what changed the person's mind. Yeah.
Right. And right there, that's one of the needs. That's one of the needs. That goes along with the wants and needs, and that's a need right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I told you it was gonna be a good topic, didn't I? Yeah, I told you it was gonna be a good topic. This is wants and needs. You want the nigga blood, or do you? I don't care what blood you need. I don't. If you give me some dog blood if you want to, if it's gonna save my life, keep me living. I don't care what it is.
That's the part I have so bad when it comes down to being racism. You can be racist all your life, but when you get down to that point right there, are you really? Are you your ass really racist? Are you really? You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
this is
not
where
really.
The wire gonna come down right here. This is where gonna come in.
You know, this was come to the truth, the truth right here. You know what I'm saying? This was gonna lay out the whole point. You know, so and that's why I have so much. I have a problem with being racist because when it comes to that point, it ain't nobody racist, and that part right there, I have a issue with. I don't know why, but I just do. That's just me of my talk of myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about anybody else, but
we all bleed red.
Huh?
We all bleed red.
That's right. We all
everybody
do.
got it. Everybody got the same exact blood. You damn right about that, huh?
That's right.
That's another thing.
That's
I was thinking about that, but yeah, everybody bleed the same way. If I cut your
And
arm right
that's
now,
why yeah.
if I cut anybody's arm, you're gonna bleed. It's the same color.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. That's why I read it.
Yeah.
I ain't never thought about it, and there's never anything that I ever have to think about because it don't even come to my mind about thinking about that. It's like,
Right.
for what?
Right.
Like I can sit here right myself, and like I can hate or not get along with a person exactly my color, like a black person. Like, I don't mess with him. Like I just don't mess with him. But that's not racist to me. Like I just don't mess with him. But I can't sit there every day and be like, yeah, I don't like him because of the color of his skin. Like, well, we all got different skin colors. Everybody has a different skin color.
Oh yeah,
melanin in your skin,
that's
all
what
that.
makes
It's
us
like,
unique. That's why
you
we
wasting
all
your
unique.
time on being racist. That's horrible.
Right. Right. That's why we are unique in our own color, in our own skin color. You know what I'm saying? That's what make the world
different
unique.
hair.
You know, make you want to do different research on different nationalities of different genders of people because we all are different skin colors. We all think a different way, and we all move a different way. And in that case, to me, we unique. You know what I'm saying?
That's a push for you to search knowledge right there.
This is why my kids have double A's in their names.
To search out for knowledge, you know, everywhere you can.
You up?
Yeah, talk up, Perp. What you say, Perp? Talk up a little bit, Perp. What you say?
I say that's a sign. That's a sign telling us to seek knowledge everywhere. I mean, realize that there's people that think different than you. They have other different opinions. That's how you learn.
That's understandable.
You know, sometimes it's good to network out with different people.
That's why I said earlier. This is why I like learning stuff from other people because everybody knows something different, and like that's where you get your knowledge from.
Yeah, everybody got. Yeah,
you
everybody got
listen
something
to
people.
When you can learn something when you sit down and listen to people. Sometimes the things that you do not know, you're gonna understand.
Yeah,
like I didn't even know that, and that's how I rock with myself. I'll be like, man, I did not know that, but I'm gonna take that in. And I'm gonna put that in my repertoire right there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going. I know what it is though. It's like I did not know it, but at the same time, I'm glad that I found out. That's a good thing.
Right.
Everything that you learn in your life, every day, like I said earlier, every day you learn. Everybody, you got to learn something every day. And if you ain't learning nothing every day, that means you off the rocket. Something wrong. But every day you get to learn something, and like it depends on how you listen and how you talk or whatever it is. You can be the quietest person in the world, but somebody's gonna tell you something that you do not know every day. You be like, wow,
I learned stuff. I learned stuff
That's
all the time. I learn things all the time from people. I mean, at the age I am, you know, that's why I always say you never too old to learn. You know what I'm saying? You can always learn. You know what I'm saying? From somebody else who might know a little something that you might not even heard of, but don't even know about.
Somebody always does. There's always somebody smarter than you. I know that's right. Time go too. There's always somebody smarter than you. Always.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day. That's right, Purple. Every single day. That's right.
Every day there's somebody out there that's smarter than you. If you think you know everything, when people sit there and they act like they know everything, there's no reason in the world that you can even sit there and think that you know everything because you don't. Nobody does. I don't know everything. I would not like a person that want to sit there and say that, but you do not know. Obviously, just means that you don't know nothing for saying that. Come on,
you know, like our parents used to say, "Keep living, just keep living, keep living. You're learning, just keep living." And sometimes you find yourself saying the same things, using the same words that your parents told you. You catch yourself sometimes saying those same things with you. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, Perk.
And it makes sense, don't it? After a while, like when you get older, it makes sense, doesn't it?
My daddy.
You know, one of them ones that